There are those barriers for job seekers that make the workforce inequitable for them. And there are also barriers to expanding employment for employers, such as shortcomings of job applicants. 65% of employers rated poor work habits, such as attendance, punctuality, and attention to their job as the most frequent shortcoming. 56% said a lack of critical thinking and problem-solving skills are a barrier. And 53% cited the deficiency of communication and interpersonal skills as a critical factor affecting their workforce. These soft skills have a direct connection to one's hard skills. And as Brooke Butler shows us, it's never too early to teach these abilities to our future workforce.
When you work in an office, meeting the public, whether it's in person or by telephone, is an important part of your job. It can be pleasant like this, or it can be like this.
Okay, we get the idea. As an employee, you have to be friendly, show up on time, and dress properly. And as this informational film is from 1952, these are not new concepts. But as the data shows in the 2021 State of the St. Louis Workforce Report, 6 of the 14 employee shortcomings are those qualities of good work ethic referred to as soft skills.
Soft skills that employers are really looking for is really self-management. So that self-management includes time management, being present, being on time, and staying on task. So work ethic is extremely important.
But while a lack of soft skills among job applicants is the greatest challenge for area employers, there are organizations working to address it.
Keep going then. We're going to do a refresher training that includes a lot of soft skills that you all have learned, but we want to make sure you're ready to go.
Shanice Johnson is the Director of Career and Workforce Readiness for the Boys and Girls Club of Greater St. Louis and their St. Louis Internship Program, which provides high school students with year-round career development training along with a paid summer internship.
The St. Louis Internship Program is needed because we have a lot of motivated students who really just need the opportunity to get beyond their neighborhoods and experience the positive and productive work that's going on and seeing how they can contribute to the society of being a taxpaying citizen, but more importantly, so that their career trajectory can change.
By providing students with this real-world experience, it not only gives them a better sense of empowerment, but it turns out that offering paid internships versus non-paid internships has a direct correlation with job offers and starting salaries.
Paid internships, according to studies, is a game changer in terms of eradicating generational poverty. So our internships are not job shadowing. They actually are doing value-added projects for their companies, and therefore they are paid above minimum wage for their work and all the training that they've completed.
And it all starts with, you guessed it, developing those soft skills.
6.4 seconds. Do you think you can beat that time? I want you all to figure out if you could beat that time. Let's go. Can you speak? We're doing interpersonal communication. I gave you the task.
I was kind of a little bit nervous on what the future may look like post high school, but I feel more than prepared to go into the real world and join the workforce with all the things that I've learned here at SLIP.
Elijah Anderson is a junior at McKinley Classical Leadership Academy, and as an aspiring architect, already has an impressive start to his resume. He spent his past summer interning at El Keeley Companies, the architecture firm behind the new MLS stadium downtown.
One of those things that I definitely needed to work on, I would say, is being an active listener. You know, with the simple nod that they aren't losing you along the way in their instructions, making sure that you're not overstaying welcomes in some cases, making sure that you're taking notes, making sure that you're giving yourself enough time to finish projects in the time allotted by your supervisors. Not only did SLIP teach us those soft skills, but they taught us how to sit down and eat lunch with a supervisor, the proper way to go into an interview, some of the questions asked to go into the interview.
The employers who utilize the St. Louis Internship Program vary depending on the student's interest and the company's willingness to onboard high school-aged students, which is the biggest challenge for Shanice to coordinate. But Sam Bush, program manager at Emerson, speaks very highly of his experience supervising an intern from the program.
I started with an intern like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and we still stay in communication from this day. And he graduated the SLIP program, he joined the Marine Corps, and now he works as a manager somewhere in a warehouse in North Carolina, but we still talk from this day.
So what are some of those key skills you're looking for in an applicant?
Yeah, first, you have the technical skills to see if anybody's interested in technology. The next piece, we look for soft skills, like a person that can communicate. You want a person that got good communication skills, that's sociable. Even if you're on Zoom, and most nowadays in the Zoom meeting, we require people to show their face. So you have to still have those etiquettes, facial expressions, communication, social skills. You still have to communicate, whether I'm talking to you face to face or whether I'm talking to you virtually. But sometimes you have to develop those people. You get them in, they might not have those skills, but by the time, they leave working with us, they have developed those skills.
The St. Louis Internship Program not only benefits the students and their personal career development, but it has a bigger impact on the St. Louis workforce as the students share their learnings with peers and family. Not to mention the professional contributions some graduates have made to our community.
St. Louis Internship Program in our almost 30-year history has a plethora of success stories. We have interns who started out in 1992 working in the legal field because that's how the program started, to now owning their own law firm. We have engineers, we have almost judges, not there yet. We have nurse practitioners, and I myself, I want to say that I'm happy that I'm the director of this program because I too was an intern.
For Living St. Louis, I'm Brooke Butler.